Welcome to the Downtown Download virtual podcast, where we hear from our members and learn something new about downtown Madison. This podcast is brought to you by the law firm of Carlson, Black, O'Callahan, and Battenberg, located in downtown Madison. Carlson Black specializes in commercial real estate, business, and tax law. Carlson Black is proud to represent many DMI members and help building a vibrant and inclusive downtown. On today's Downtown Download, we are very excited to have our friends from US Bank, Matt Behrens and Darcy Pencaso, to talk about an amazing project that they have, the US Bank Good Truck. We all need good news right now, and this truck is going around the community, bringing goodness to our area when we need it most. Matt and Darcy, how are you guys doing? How's everything going, Matt?
Awesome. Things are great. Yeah. Happy to have us. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We're excited you're here. And Darcy, you haven't seen Darcy's background yet, but this is about to be amazing. He wins the background of the year. I just want to know, Darcy, can I use that credit card number to charge something?
Good to see you, Jason. I'm not sure you could use the credit card number, but I'll move my head so you can write it down.
Perfect. I just need a couple of those digits. Actually, Darcy, I'd love to talk about why you're using that background. I think it's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, absolutely. So not only do I serve as a business consultant for US Bank, but I'm also the president of our LGBT BRG for our entire company. And a couple years ago, part of being an inclusive culture, we designed a Pride branded debit card that's available for all of our customers. And with it being National Coming Out Day, just happened on the 12th, I was on a call and thought this was an appropriate background.
I love it. It's definitely the best background we've ever had in the podcast. It makes me really kind of uninspired by my sunroom here, which it's about to get a lot colder, so I think I need to find a new location. We're here today, though, to talk about the Good Truck. I think this is an amazing project. Matt, what is the Good Truck, and what is US Bank trying to accomplish with the Good Truck?
Yeah, I mean, without further ado, the 2020 has been like nothing we've ever expected. I mean, I think that goes without saying. And just, even personally, I've struggled a little bit to things to look forward to, right? Like, what is there to look forward to? You can't travel, you can't go anywhere. US Bank brought the Good Truck to do just that. Give something for people to look forward to in the community. So we partner with local community partners like yourself, and then also small business partners within US Bank. So we're supporting small businesses by bringing in products, bringing in their services that they offer, and just going out in the community and sharing those with people. So putting baking on the back burner for a day and just spreading some smiles, giving some joy, stopping out in the community. We had a handful of stops over the last 3 weeks in Wisconsin, but the Good Truck's going to travel throughout the Midwest. So just getting out in the community, spreading joy, sharing some love with our frontline employees. So stopped at a few fire departments, police stations, a few schools, but then also just positive places in the community where we stopped and just met with passerbyers. So really excited about what the Good Truck had to offer. It was a lot of fun.
Matt, I think it's awesome. Honestly, we need, as you said before, we need good now more than ever. You guys had a stop last week in Madison at the Urban League. Darcy, I would love to hear more about what you guys did at the Urban League and your great partnership.
There we go. So it was an awesome day, beautiful sunny day in Madison. We stopped at the Urban League of Greater Madison, kind of encouraged people to register to vote. We used a local small business next to our brewery and handed out free lunch to people going by. But it was a really nice day to kind of spotlight, and the great organization that US Bank's worked closely with throughout the years, encourage people to vote, especially the younger crowd. But we stayed socially distanced, waved some cars in the lot to hand out some food, and just spread some smiles. And it was a really nice turnout.
I think it's so important that you guys are working so closely with any local groups. And I actually want to highlight that, Darcy, it's not just bringing the Good Truck to the Urban League. Long commitment through one of your team members, Beth, who's been on their board of directors for a long time. You're doing a lot to help out the community. Plus, I'd love to hear about the work you guys are doing with the Foundation for Madison Public Schools and your new adoptive school program at Sandberg Elementary.
Yeah, absolutely. My colleague Kyle kind of helped make us the connection with the Madison Foundation, and we adopted Sandberg Elementary. We were able to sponsor them financially to help spread buy school supplies to get them to students at home, but also working with their food pantry. So after the good truck was in town, we had some product left over from Northwoods Cheese, and we're going to be donating that to their food pantry to help distribute. And I believe that they are able to provide food for about 100 families every week. So it's a great partnership that we're going to continue. And throughout the school year, being a virtual school year so far, trying to figure out how we can help provide them with some fun financial literacy for the students. So we're creatively working with them on how we're going to accomplish that this year.
Matt, it really feels like, U.S. Bank, this is part of their DNA, to give back to the community. How important is giving to the community and being part of it? I think I loved what you just talked about, the financial literacy, something right up U.S. Bank's wheelhouse. How much of this are you doing, and are you even more committed now because of COVID than ever?
Yeah, I mean, I think the good part is, and it's not something we started to do because of COVID. The thing that I loved about U.S. Bank is community is part of our DNA, kind of like Darcy was saying. It's something that we do week in and week out. It's something that we help with small businesses in the local community. We do community events. We support community events. We look for ways to give back to our community. And although we are a larger bank, we still have that small community feel of some of the others, where we're really invested in Madison area, in the Milwaukee area. And it feels like we're a small community bank because we're so involved in the community. And that's one thing that I love. I mean, there's so many opportunities to get involved here at U.S. Bank. And just look for continued opportunities and continued partnership with not only community partners, but also our businesses and our consumers' passions.
And you guys are pretty close to a local bank, right? Being headquartered in Minneapolis, not too far away, my hometown. Darcy, you are a member of this community and you've seen the businesses go through a lot this last year, but I know U.S. Bank has been very helpful in securing PPP funding or other ways. What is U.S. Bank doing to really help make sure that the businesses stay economically solvent now during these hard times, but have the platform to be more prosperous in the future?
Yeah, thankfully we are, our consumer banking leader, Tim Walsh, joined U.S. Bank a couple of years ago, and he's a big advocate for digital, so moving digital. And I think we've been able to really pivot smoothly in helping all of our customers be able to operate in a virtual environment, putting in new resources internally with U.S. Bank, giving us the capability to share computer screens with those clients, to navigate through websites. A lot of our business owners maybe in industries like construction and weren't very tech savvy in getting, the electronic application for PPP done, but having the ability to co-browse their windows and stuff was excellent. And then, our partnership, we own Elevon, which is a credit card processing company. So a lot of our conversations now are really around digital payments and how are they spending money, and what is that access to capital and how fast can we increase their cash flow. So it's been a different conversation happening. I'm thankful that it hasn't been PPP conversations as we enter into the forgiveness process. I'm sure those conversations are going to be coming up quite often now. But having true business conversations has been really fun compared to earlier in the pandemic of the year.
Yeah, Matt, that kind of what does the future look like for banking for you guys? I mean, there's a lot happening right now, but U.S. Bank is a great partner in Madison. How do you guys continue to partner to make sure the businesses can thrive moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think our digital plays is going to be a big option for us, and just giving people more options. Whether with all the uncertainty out there, we want people to still be able to manage their finances, to move forward, to make decisions that are right for their business, and then, as Darcy was saying, help them make better decisions. Right? Be kind of that financial advisor that have those recommendations. If they're not tech savvy, how do we bring them along on that journey and educate them so they're able to continue to move their business forward, but also make decisions that set them up for the future. So really excited about the opportunities that we have, but going back to the community roots, we're going to do what's best for our clients. So we're going to be there for their PPP needs. We're going to be there for their forgiveness needs. We're going to be able to give them the options that they need to make their business successful long term.
I think it's great to have partners like you. So many small businesses that aren't doing as well in tourism and retail and whatnot, to know they have partners like you in Madison. We're very thankful, particularly at DMI, for all of the work you do. How can our members get active, particularly in things like the Good Truck? How can we become active and help U.S. Bank in many of their goals, Darcy?
I think it would be it would be a great strategy to get involved is by partnering with organizations like U.S. Bank, reaching out and leveraging our resources that we already have established. I know I'm working closely with the Madison Black Chamber with Camille, and we're using a nonprofit called Tech for Troops, and we're purchasing all the computers for a computer innovation lab in their new space on Park Street. So that's going to be pretty exciting. But and we're working with WIBIC. We're a really big, longstanding. We stand behind WIBIC for a long time, and using a partnership with them to kind of collaborate on, what a big bank can offer versus what a CDFI can offer, and really being an advocate to the small businesses. So with the Good Truck, I think our big initiative is we're supporting a local business, support local, we're supporting a client, and then we're giving back to the community. So, I think just networking and leveraging the resources.
Well, I think that's awesome. You're working with our great friends at the Black Chamber, Camille and WIBIC. They're just doing great work right now on the ground. So thank you very much. Now, Matt, I'm going to leave you out of this because I've known Darcy longer, and Darcy throws a heck of a party, which sadly I don't think we're going to be able to have this year at Christmas. But if you remember last year, we had an amazing What's Up Downtown at the holidays. Darcy thought outside of the box, brought the Madison Ballet in. I mean, we had hundreds of people there. Hopefully, sometime soon, we can all get back to that. But before, let's think some good thoughts about downtown. So we haven't done this in a while, but Darcy, I'm going to ask you the Fast and Furious 5. 5 questions about downtown. Are you ready?
Ready.
He paused for a while there. They're pretty easy. All right. Darcy, what's your favorite place to go to lunch?
The Rigby.
Ooh, what's your favorite food item downtown?
Food item downtown. Rigby's fish fry.
I'm sensing a theme. What's the best concert you've ever been to, and what venue was it at in Madison?
I think it was my very first concert on the square, but it was just the orchestra. It was my first exposure to how the arts are really elevated in Madison.
I love it. I love it. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
I don't like cheese.
Okay, fine. We'll skip that question. What's the one thing you're most excited about when downtown Madison returns with all the people? What do you want to go do the most?
I want to go to a ballet show or some form of art.
Yes. Being with people. All right. Last question. What's your favorite ice cream from Babcock?
I'm just like a plain vanilla person.
Oh, their vanilla is pretty good. Darcy, I think you passed. You think you passed?
Perfect. I think I passed.
I think you did great. Matt Barron, Darcy Mencaso, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for all the great work that U.S. Bank is doing throughout the community, with the Good Truck, with their work with the Black Chamber, with WIBIC, with the Foundation for Madison Public Schools, and with our friends at the Urban League. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for also being guests on today's Downtown Download, all made possible because of our friends at Carlson, Black, O'Callahan, and Battenberg. They're a great law firm downtown. Please give them a call if you need anything in tax, commercial, or real estate. Again, thanks to our friends at U.S. Bank. Thank you, Darcy, and thank you, Matt, for being here. We'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day.
Thanks.